Hello friends, welcome to Squared Plans. I'm Stephanie and today we're going to be setting up some holiday fun pages for our planners. And I've got some washi tapes here ready to go, as well as some stickers I made for this project, some cardstock that I had in my stash, and these sticker books which I'll pull from. To get started, I went ahead and pulled two of the cardstock pages as you see here. They are white on the back and have a cute design on each front. I went ahead and cut them to size and punched them with my Happy Planner punch. And then I cut down some basic pages that I use for my planner and also grabbed some glue to stick them down. The page size that I went with for these white pages is 6 inches across, so an inch less than the page size, and then 8.25 inches high, which is again 1 inch less than the page size. So I did that, and for one of them I decided just to print right onto the sheet so that I would save myself the headache of having to write out all of this playlist on my own and make it a lot cuter. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue that straight down. I'm using a just basic glue stick here to allow me to make adjustments to the page as needed in case it's a little bit off center or I feel like it needs a little bit of a tweak here and there. The glue stick is a lot more forgiving than glue runner. And I pre-pulled a few of the stickers. I got these letters from the Christmas Joy sticker book. That's where the black letters came from. And then the red outlined letters came from the Oldest Winter sticker book. And then I grabbed a few other smaller stickers that I think I want to use with these spreads. So I'm going to go ahead and build out the first page here using these book stickers that I grabbed from the internet. So just really briefly, the way that I grabbed these images was just to go to Google Images and search for the books that I wanted to read for the holidays, and then look for their covers in the Images tab. One tip, if you guys are going to do this on your own and find your own books, there is a setting near the top that says size as an option, and you can select large. Large is what you want so that you get a nice quality image that you can size for print. Usually the images are not big enough for printing off the web, so you get kind of like a grainy look or a pixelated look. So just a little tip for you. I'll try to add that to the video here as well so you guys can kind of see that little tip. So I placed them on the page and added some washi tape as well as a sticker I grabbed from, I think, the book that I'm in right now, which is one of the Christmas books from the Happy Planner. And I think I'm going to start laying in the stickers. So as I was going, I decided I want to put a little bit more washi here at the bottom for some contrast. Also to figure out the sizing of how things are going to be here at the bottom so that I can make sure that the books aren't touching anything important. And we're going to start with the center. I was going to start with the side, but I think we're going to start with the center. I just dropped down one of those books, and then I'm going to add that little embellishment I found in that same Christmas book. The tiny glasses, I love those little glasses. That is from the Planner Basics sticker book from way back when, and I think that might be my last one, but how perfect to use it here on this reading page. So again, just going to continue adding in the stickers, just trying to line them up in a little bit of a grid fashion. I picked 9 books here to read. I'm not real sure how I'm going to approach this page because I don't think I want to recreate this every year, and I also don't think I'm going to be able to read all 9 books before the holiday season's over. But I mean, it will depend. I also do audiobooks. So some of these I do have, ready to go on audio. I use an app called Libby to read, which is basically an online library. And I have a lot of holds already set up for these books. So we'll see what I end up getting through. Wasn't sure if I wanted to track it by date or, like have a check off or what. But again, I don't know if I really want to recreate these pages every season or if I want to reuse them over and over. For now, we're going to keep it just more of a reference page, and then we'll see where I go from there. And just trimming out the washi there at the bottom so I can get the look I was looking for. Adding in those last books, just trying to make sure everything's lined up. If you really are concerned about doing, straight lines, you could either pencil in some lines onto the page first and then line up your books, or you could also twist the books, kind of like turn them a little bit so they're not straight, and that will be much more forgiving if they're not perfectly aligned. So we're going to go ahead and title this page. Like I said in the beginning, I grabbed these letters from the Christmas Joy and the Winter sticker books. I wanted to make sure I had enough to do all of the words I needed, and I was glad I did because originally I was going to do holiday playlist, but I did not have enough letters to make that happen. So that changed into music, and that works really well. So I was able to get all of the words I needed there spelled out with those letters. And I'm just going to kind of hand place these outlined letters. Doing a little bit of staggering on them to make it look a little more fun. I don't know if that really comes across, but that's what I was going for. And then I dropped in a book that came from the Bookish sticker book. It's the only sticker I grabbed from there, but I really wanted to have that in, just kind of iterate the book theme. So now we're on to the holiday playlist page, or the holiday music page. And I'm going to line it at the top as well with some green washi. And then at the bottom, I decided to add that in just to kind of match up with what I did on the previous page. And then for this, I grabbed a couple of string light stickers. I got a Happy Planner extension pack a long time ago, and that big sheet that I just showed you, that was in it. So that's where I got them, but I know that they existed too in the seasonal sticker books, the early seasonal sticker books from the Happy Planner. So if you don't have that sheet, do check your old seasonal books. You might still have some string lights if you want to recreate this. And I've dropped in the text so far, the music and the holiday text. It's kind of making sure all the alignments are right, adjusting a few of the lettering positions. And then we're going to drop in the lights. I think I want it to drop down here and touch that holiday music title, and then maybe have a few crisscrossed floating above it. Just kind of eyeballing it where I think I want it to go. I didn't mention this, but I got that paper stack of Christmas holiday paper from Hobby Lobby. I believe they have it again this year. I actually got it last year, but I was there a couple months ago and I think I saw that same pack. So you should be able to get it if you really like the styling of those pages. And just on a whim, I kind of felt like this corner was a little bare, so I decided to draw in some music notes. Doing a much better job than I did on my BTS spread now that I know what I'm doing. Have a little bit of practice. So I'm just going to draw them in. They're not perfect, and I end up doing a little bit of cleanup, but for the most part, I think that they turned out pretty cute and add that little extra that I felt like the page needed. Okay, so we're moving on to the inside of this holiday fun spread, and I'm going to lay down some washi tape as a border around the edges. Just felt like, because I'm not using anything here on the inside as far as cardstock or pattern paper, adding this pattern with the washi is a way to bring in some color and some life to the spread. So we're going to try that, and I'll go ahead and line the top and the bottom in this green striped washi. This washi and the red one in the same size I'm about to use, those actually came in a gift wrapping pack I got a few years ago from Marshall's. I don't know if I'll have a link for you guys on this, but it was kind of a cool little add-on for the gift wrapping to have the washi tape. And it's been in my stash, like I said, for a little bit, so I've used it numerous times over the years. It's just like the perfect basic patterned Christmas washi, so a pretty good find at Marshall's. Just finishing up the lining there on the edge. I'm going to go ahead and lay out the movie poster stickers that I have for this spread, and I don't know where we're going from here. I was thinking to put like Christmas movies across the middle for a minute, but I don't know. I kind of felt like I wanted to have a little bit of extra decor in and around the stickers on the inside here. So we're going to play around with some things and see what works on this one. Normally I would put down some wax paper to try things out, but I'm just going to hope for the best, and then if something doesn't work, we'll just pick it back up and move it. So I'm going to try some things. I had pre-pulled a few stickers that I thought might kind of match up with the movies, if that makes sense. So I have for 4 Christmases a car like traveling around the holidays. I thought that was you know, a good moment. And then I also put in a present for Love Actually, since I don't know why I picked that. I just kind of felt like, because the gift tag says for you, so I kind of felt like that matched up with the Love Actually theme. Santa Claus, of course, I got the Santa Claus face. Home Alone, this one's my favorite. I found these 2 little birds that kind of look like, I think it's Stan, and I cannot remember the other character's name, but the 2 guys that are trying to break in. So I thought that that was a cute little addition. And then I also grabbed a green candy cane for Elf, which, again, he loves candy and all that stuff, so I thought that was cute. I haven't actually watched A Christmas Story, so don't hate me, you guys. I can't believe it, but over the years I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I've never watched it from beginning to end, so maybe this will be the year. But all the other ones I've seen in the past, and they're basically classic Christmas movies for me. I'm just trying to find stickers throughout my books that sort of go with the themes of each of these, you know, maybe not too specific, but just kind of hint at what the movie's about. So we're going to try that. Could just go through and see what I can find and try some positioning of things. I have grouped these in sort of a specific way. So the top 3 with Santa Claus starting out, those ones I feel like are traditional Santa Claus style movies, more family friendly, kid friendly. The ones across the page from that I feel like are like holiday classics. Below there on the left side of the page, those 3 are kind of more adult comedy movies that are not really all comedy, but adult style movies about the holidays. A couple are comedies, the other one is Die Hard, so that's an action film for you, but still pretty fun. And then the last three are more like romantic holiday movies. I've added in, since I said that, a nutcracker next to Die Hard. I kind of felt like a soldier style thing worked for that. And a sweet girl over there on the opposite side around while you were sleeping, and the holiday. The holiday also has a little snowflake in the corner, which is kind of more for that, but I thought I would bring in the girl a little bit too because they kind of match up. Also, I added in a heart for the Grinch because, you know, his heart is too small. And now I'm looking for one last thing for Just Friends. I did add that Santa Stop Here sticker for A Christmas Story. I honestly have no idea if that would really go with the movie, but we'll try it. We'll see. I think it's probably appropriate because he's a kid around Christmas, right? You guys will let me know. And then, yeah, like I said, I'm looking for something for Just Friends. I don't know if I'm going to find anything really specific for this movie, but oh, you know, I should have got some ice skates. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, that would have been good. Ice skates would have been a perfect sticker for Just Friends. Oh well, next time. So I just grabbed a mug of, it looks like hot cocoa or something, and put that with that just for a little extra decor. So I'm going to try to adjust the positioning of these so that everything works and then start laying down the stickers. A lot of these are pretty tight, so we'll see if I can get it all to work. A couple notes about the sizing of these. So I made these the same size as a box sticker would be on a Happy Planner. They are 1.5 inches wide, and then whatever the movie poster is in length that fits in that space. That worked pretty well as far as spacing. It gave me a little bit of breathing room around them and also was big enough to read. That's what I was concerned about with these ones, so that's why I made them a little bit bigger. But for the book ones, I actually shrunk them down about 80% as far as that 1.5 inch size. And that way I could add a little bit more because I was doing 9 on a page, and with that border and everything kind of shrinking them closer and closer together, I didn't want it to be like right on top of each other, so that size tended to work. I will try to find the size. I'm just like 80% of 1.5 is probably around like 1.2, 1.3 inches. So you can just go with that and shrink them down if you're going to be doing something similar for the books. And alright, I am still laying in the stickers. I'm leaving a bit of a gap there in the middle because I do want to add in a few more kind of decorative items. I did realize that after the fact that this is getting a little bit busy, but I do like the fun feels of it and the way that everything kind of ties in with the movies. I like that idea, so we're just going to go with it. And I wanted to add in a smaller heart because, you know, the Grinch has a small heart, but my little hack of putting white behind a clear sticker to help it pop off the page worked, but I didn't wait long enough for it to dry, so I'm going to have to redo this, but I'm going to use a bigger heart to cover the space and let it dry before I lay it down. Okay, so I've grabbed a few quotes there from, I think, the Christmas Joy sticker book, and I'm adding those in there into the center. So I mentioned how I organized the movies earlier because I kind of feel like this Naughty or Nice works well for this side of the page, and the Merry and Bright works for the opposite side of the page. I kind of grouped them together like that on purpose to coincide with the movies. And I just added a little bit of washi tape next to it to give it a nice clean line because it was getting, like I said, a little bit chaotic all over the page. I'm going to try to clean up a few of these stickers where I can to make them look a little bit sharper, whiting out the backgrounds where they overlap. And now for the title. So I had two of these hot cocoa mugs and they were both exactly the same. So I ended up cutting off the handle of one and mirroring it just so that I could make it like two mugs together, which is probably how it will be, me and my husband watching movies together. So I thought that would be cute. And then I also have a poinsettia or poinsettia, however you say it, over there on the sticker sheet ready to go for maybe like some balance in the red and do one on one side and one on the other for the title. But I felt like I needed something to line the bottom of the title. I didn't want to pull in another real linear line as far as, you know, like a strip of washi or something, because there's so much linear washi all over the page. So I decided to use this confetti sticker strip and try to make that work out of the Holiday Joy sticker book. And we will drop in the title here, doing the same formatting with the letters as I did on the other page with the word holiday. It's kind of staggering them so it looks a little bit more fun. And then we'll just drop in movies on the opposite side. I'm going to tighten up the tracking on these letters a little bit so that it looks a little bit more like the opposite side. And maybe cut down this washi style sticker strip. Just trimming it off on this other side too. Putting in that cocoa cup. And I noticed that it was a little bit crooked, so I just wanted to make that adjustment. And I like it, but the poinsettia side is a little bit less heavy than the two cups. So I'm going to look and see if I can find something else to beef that up just a smidge. Maybe another poinsettia or something else. And looking in that Christmas, I think it's a Christmas book, yeah. And I stumbled across this binge watch holiday movie sticker, which I thought I might add in. So I'm going to put it to the side and grab maybe something else, like I said, for the side there where it says Christmas movies. I think a Christmas tree would be great. See if I can work that in. I like that. I want the star to be able to be seen though, so I'm going to push it down a little bit. Maybe layer it with the poinsettia. I think that's going to be the best option, so we'll go ahead and do that. And maybe add this in. I don't know. It was blue, so I didn't know if that really worked as well. We're pretty much done. I'm just going to quickly see. I had the idea to add in numbers to the movies to do kind of like a Christmas movie advent, but I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work. I feel like it's just a little bit too much extra. We'll see. Let's just try it out. And I was like, no. Yeah, it's too much. I already got a lot going on, so I think we are good for this spread. I'm going to drop it into my planner. I realized that a sticker was caught in the rings. also make a few small adjustments that I mentioned before, like to the music notes. And once I get that done, you guys, we will be done, friends. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Also too, go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch, and think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Bye!